Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 780, coming to you live from somewhere, nowhere, Las Vegas. Oh, I thought we had a better. You can sort of see some of the hotels outside the window. It's a good time. One of these days, might not do this show late at night anymore. But it is the end of the day. It is the end of day one of Money 2020, and I need to get to bed. But as I need to be up early, there is some amazing stuff planned for tomorrow. But today, some of the cool breakdown stuff. Got to do a bunch of interviews. The conference floor itself wasn't open to the public, but there was a bunch of different companies. And banks had private meeting rooms and talking about what they were building or what their products were, meeting with clients. And so did a lot of interviews today. One of the really cool things, each one was roughly about crypto in some way, shape, or form. And everyone is bullish on crypto. They might not be able to do anything company-wise with it, but everyone in some way, shape, or form in their family is dealing with crypto. The first person that didn't, she's like, my husband is in it. I'm not. I had a Coinbase account. I don't touch it at all. And so I told her, she could do the learn and earns and learn a little bit and get free crypto. And she doesn't have to do anything else. She doesn't have to buy anything. And she's like, oh, I did not know that. It was one of those things that the other big topic was AI. Got to Degen with a couple people, and it was really fun to sort of talk about the different possibilities in AI. Did talk to a couple different companies that are using like ChatGPT wrappers and some of the solutions that Manifest could bring to them, and so there's a lot of cool possibilities coming up on the pipeline that really excited about. And so bullish on Money 2020, huge shout out and thank you for, everything today, creating an awesome space for some, a lot of great conversations. And the night with, at the MasterCard event, talking with a bunch of different people, and we'll be talking with their whole their whole digital assets team. All the major players and banks and institutions have fundamental digital assets like the ETF side of things, and then they have self-custody digital assets team, which they're separating the two, which is sort of interesting. They're looking at self-custody solutions or possibilities, whether it's them as a bank custodying it or the customer somehow in some way, shape, or form. So there's some really cool stuff coming or trying to come, or at least be designed, talked about, and built upon. Whether or not they're able to release it, depending on how regulations fall and stuff like that, it's going to be really interesting. One of the things that I really liked about today, how optimistic people are about the market and where things are right now. For me, not the downside of the day, but one of the things that was sort of interesting was listening to, I forget her name, and I think she's the CTO of OpenAI. I'm not a fan of OpenAI, ChatGPT, feeding the box of Sam Altman and stuff like that. But some of the stuff that they're talking about, what they're building or what they built and they haven't released, sounds pretty freaking awesome. They worked really hard in talking about what they're getting ready to launch. And so be on the lookout for their new ChatGPT coming out soon. This one is more of an agentic style agent, which really works in a way to not give an instantaneous answer, but actually break the problem, the question down, and come up with a real long-term solution. The example was given was design me a marketing deployment business strategy for marketing to Europe. Right now, as she was saying, is that like it'll come up with like a plan, but now it won't come up with a plan. It will think about it and long-term persistence on this. And they were talking about what's gone into building this and the amount of GPUs needed, and more or less about the energy consumption used and needed to train these models. So very interesting stuff coming up, and very focused on the power consumption dollar value, because that's sort of where their focus is right now. How do they make it smarter, stronger, faster, without using as much electricity and computational power? So very interesting sort of take on it. Makes me super excited for what's coming up in AI agents. And, want to just give a huge shout out to the entire Morpheus community. We love you. And then shout out to everyone from Manifest and the Lifted Initiative. I also want to take a quick moment before we close up. Just a special shout out to Doug Hype and Adam Charles. You know why? I love you. Thank you so much for helping me out. You guys really came in clutch, and even figured out my issue. I guess they didn't, when you go to a banking institutional conference, they don't like your profile picture to be a PAP. They wanted a real picture of me. So very sort of hilarious, but excited for tomorrow, day 2, and to talk and with as many digital asset teams as possible and have a blast. So super excited. Be coming with to you live with some maybe on the street reports. Who knows how lucky we'll be, but I want to thank everyone for joining us. We will see you tomorrow. And as always, we end this space the same way with our 2 favorite things. Our words of wisdom and the greatest worst knock knock joke on the face of the planet. Our words of wisdom are always the same. A closed mouth can be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity can never come knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. With that, I want to wish everyone a great and wonderful day, night, GM, wherever you are. Get an extra hour of sleep. Woo! So, till next time, knock, knock. Who's there?